What's up, my legends? It's Scion. We're back, and I'm actually going to be reviewing the game today because I haven't actually reviewed it in the past, and I was asked to, so here we go. Now, you guys know that most of the time when I do reviews, they're different from my normal videos. I give you points, and we overall talk about the game. So, starting right out, this game, I believe, is one of the better, if not the best, mobile games out there right now. And I'm going to show you each and every reason why, but number one off the bat that we're going to first talk about is the story. Now, the story is actually true exactly to the way that the anime is in the game. And you usually get quests, which is like just so happen what we got going on right now. The main story in this game is Belle's episode. That's the main story of the game. Belle's the main protagonist, but you do have side protagonists, which are Ice and Lefia. Now, they also have their own story, but specifically Ice and Lefia's story is kind of like intertwined. It happened during the same season, and they showed both of them. Like, Ice was kind of like the first 6 episodes, and then Lefia was like the next 6, but they were still there in each other's episodes, so that's the way it worked, but they separated a little bit. But in a sense, Ice and Lefia's episode happened alongside Belle's episode, if you kind of understand what's going on right there. And they kept it true to the source. It's actually completely true. They didn't do anything different. They didn't show anything different. You get to play through it all and go through different missions, which get you a lot of the currency in the game called Iris, which I have to actually go to the second thing, the second point that I'm going to actually talk about is the currency and the cash shop in this game. You get so much currency in this game that it took me all the way up to rank 88, which I'm only 12 away from 100, to finally feel at the point where I actually need to actually buy Iris. That is insanely good, if you ask me. That a game, I got all the way up close to max level in the ranking before I actually felt the need to buy Iris. You see, even now I have 407, which I'm actually going to summon this particular video, but the only reason why I kept the 407 because I wanted to explain it during the review. Because normally I would have just went ahead and did this without even doing a video on it, because there's only one try. But for the sake of the video and doing the review, I'm going to have to do it that way. So we basically talked about story, which, as you can see right there. Matter of fact, another thing on story is you get events. Now, the events is also another source of Iris, and it's a very good source because you can usually go through the events and get new items, and a lot of the exchange actually helps. That's just kind of loud. It kind of helps out when it comes according to getting extra power in the game. So you see, you pretty much can get coin, which is like the secondary currency. You get EXP ores, which open up different which opens up in different parts that you can actually upgrade your character. You get other things like tickets where you can actually use the summons. The hero fauna is how you upgrade your character to more of an in-game level, and you get special characters, which we have the new event called the Travelers in the Labyrinth Country, which is part of the new Kino event, and you get a Traveler Kino, which, as you can see right there, is his name, and you can limit break him, which I will talk about in the next point. So definitely pay attention to this. You always want to try to max out these the best as you can. Now, one thing that you will notice is that the game usually goes from normal hard to very hard. What you should do in the story missions, you should always go for the easiers first. Of course, like, don't try to be a hard ass, because the game has a progression and it goes according to how your level is and how strong your characters are. Now, I won't necessarily talk about how to build your characters, because that's something totally different. That's not like really review worthy. But normally what you want to do is most quests, let me see, do I have anything here? Most quests are going to have a level like this. So if you were so usually at a certain rank, you would have, as you can see right there, 54. So probably you should be around that when it comes to your characters, to try to make this a little bit easier for you. Normally, but by power wise, you'd be fine and okay. And again, like, see, story wise, they give you a little bit of character integration and everything like that, so it's pretty good overall. All right, so next up we're going to talk about the characters, which is point number 3. Characters are the characters originally from the anime, which are extremely fun. They're true to their source, and it just depends on who you like for the most part, and what type of team you want to put together. Me, I always go for balance, so that's what I put together. I put, so to speak, 2 tanks, which, you know, Ice is okay because she actually has pretty good endurance along with her attack, as well as Otaro, which is a powerhouse in this game. And then I have my DPS person, which is Lefia, which is the 3rd character right here. And then I have my healer, which is in the support slot, which is Rivera. Now, you can do this anyways. You can go with a straight attack and then buffer team, or a straight physical team. You go with a magical team. You can do whatever the hell you want to do, actually, as long as you win. But in most cases, balance kind of keys out. It's one of the reasons why if you look at me compared to other teams and the other YouTubers, I'm one of the highest ranked, if not the highest ranked right now, mainly because I can kill everything with a balanced team. You don't struggle with a balanced team. I don't like struggling just because I want to be cute at something. Like, hey, I'm gonna have a whole attack team because I want a whole attack team, and then you can't kill anything because they're not balanced. They can't tank. So that's just a little bit of a heads up for you. If you want to just steamroll content, make a balanced team. You don't have to worry. You don't have to struggle through anything, and you'll be fine. This is a 100% free account right now, and I'm outpacing people who are spending money on this game. And that just tells you something right there. These games all work the same way, but if you know how to play them properly, you can just do it simply. Next thing up you have is your assist. Now, your assist is usually gods, but sometimes they're normal characters as well. And as you can see right there, like, you know, I have, you know, I'm pretty good on the assist. I have 2 of Hestia, which is one of the main characters in the game, but I don't want that, because another little side tip is if you are going to actually level a thing called CP, which I will show in a bit, you kind of want to have all different characters so you level CP faster for whatever you're actually having out there. So if you're going to have your 6 characters out main, then you want the bottom 6 characters to be different as well, because that levels up CP. Speaking of which, we're going to go right to that right now. Now, the way CP works in this game is according to their story and their level. So we'll go right into Rivera just to show you guys overall. Alright, so CP is going to give you different levels and you get different rewards. Now, the reason why you need to actually pay attention to this hardcore is you get Iris, of course, you can farm that, and you also get bonuses to the characters. So especially if you're using the characters, you want to make sure that you level out your CP. Another thing to actually pay attention to is you have individual quests that you need to do. Right here, this is another source of Iris, so definitely go in there and grind out all your story stuff with all your characters, because this is another way to get Iris freely in the game, as long as you can actually beat the stuff. You have stories that you need to unlock right here, as you can see right there, according to your CP level, and you have outfits that you can unlock according to whatever characters that you got. If you got different versions of characters, you get different outfits. You can also go into voice. Shut up, Rivera. You can also go into voice and open up different voices to actually hear them talk. You see, I never actually do that, which is funny. Alright, so the other thing that you want to pay attention to is that there's different CP levels. Now, you see I have Belle is at 258. Ice is at 245 and Lefia is at 216. They all have different levels for all the characters for each individual person. So you want to do all of them to get bonuses on all of the characters, because all the characters have bonuses differently in each and that individual person. So that actually builds up stacks, and especially if you're going to be using those characters, you just want to go in and raise your levels. Now, one of the ways to actually raise the level is talking to each individual character that's out in the city. Now, you see, I've already done this, so you know what? Let me just, since I'm going to have to do it anyway, let's change it. Oops. Let's change it to Ice. Alright, so a little bit of a loading, and now we have Ice out here, and I can actually talk to characters on Ice now. I just got a level right now, and now Hermes has an extra 6 to his dex, which goes towards your character, whoever he's the assist to. Alright, the same with him. And who's over here? I don't really use her, but there's no reason why I shouldn't, come in and actually do this. That opened up a new quest for her to actually talk to. Seer. I don't use Seer either, so there's also one person all the way over here to the left. Let's keep going. Hestia. I do use Hestia, so she's close to going to 13 now on ice, which I'll probably get that with my next fighting. Go over there. This is Hephaestus. And she's close too. Oh, I'm not really using her, so yeah, that's about it. Alright. So moving on, we now have PvP, which technically two parts of the PvP is not even PvP, because Record Buster is basically all about you going in and you actually getting this should be PvE, to be honest with you. It really shouldn't be PvP, but this is all about gaining points and being the first and the highest that you can actually do, getting your highest rank, and then you actually get achievements for doing this. So definitely do not pay attention to this, because it's in your best interest to keep doing it. Monsterphilia is all about, I need to start doing this too, stop slacking. Monsterphilia is all about fighting different monsters according to whatever you want to put your team together. There's no auto with this, so you have to actually go out there and do it to it and win these fights. You get Iris for according to doing this, so let me show you real quick. As you can see right there, I need to go in and actually start doing this. I think I forgot the reason why I didn't do this. I think my team was incomplete at the time, but I need to go in there and actually do that myself. And then you have War Game, but you see, this is what happened with my last War Game. I was 107 and 12. I got the King 3. I was actually higher than this, but I messed around and lost like 2 in a row, and then I got kicked out of. I think I was like 2100, and I lost twice and lost 1,000 ranks, and I was like, bruh. All right, so coming in right here, you have, as you can see right here, rewards. And what you always want to do every day is you want to come and log in and get your stamina, because stamina is really important at this level. And doing all of this, because this is more stamina right here. You do a Fauna quest, you do Auxilia quest. There's no reason why you can't do this. You should be able to do all of this here and just max this out. You have your totals, which is just the stuff that you build up over time. You see, I just got something. I'm almost at the point. Well, not almost. It just looks like that. But, getting to 89 will get me 10 more. Log in for 30 days. Almost logged in for 30 days. So that's going to be a free 4-star ticket. Bell, all these different things that I need to do right here. This is all things that I can, not, I guess you can't say easily, but just all this Iris. This is a lot of Iris right here. Wait, what was that one? That was one I didn't recognize. Oh, Clear Lefia is very hard, episode 19. Okay, I think I could probably do that. But you see, look how much Iris is there for you guys to get. This is a lot of Iris right here. This is easily probably like another 800 Iris right there for me to get. And then craft a Grimsword, craft Thunder Cape, which is just stuff that I haven't done yet. Clear the Arena of Travelers version hard, which is actually really hard, and clear the Arena of Travelers version just hard in general. And you get a lot of free stuff. Other than that, we also have trade skills, which is pretty cool because you can actually go in and make things that are key to certain characters, like go in and make this, and you go to details. It tells you that it's for Lefia, which is one of the characters I have. I've already made that, but this is just a thing in general. Now we have some new things that we just recently got, which is for the new characters that we just got, like the new banner. And the new banner are pretty much at the photo camera. Now, for some reason, they gave me a whole bunch of photo. And so I just went ahead and made her on special weapon. They have the cannon, which is for Kino. Then I believe we have like Hermes glove, which I got Hermes, so I guess I can make that for him. Did I skip the other person? There's a sword here. There should be a sword for the other guy, but I probably I didn't get it, so I'm kind of triggered on that alone anyway. It's not going to... Actually, I don't think it's going to show it because I didn't get it. But I didn't get him, rather. But the same thing goes for, you know, the defense, making gear and stuff like that. Trade skills is pretty cool. And speaking of which... Didn't show that. You have Rampage. Now, you go into Rampage, and you can actually clear... Now, this also gives you... Iris, so definitely do not pay attention to this. But in order to actually farm Rampage, you have to beat all the levels in each individual zone. So you need to beat all of normal, and then you can go back and farm normal. You need to beat all of hard, you can go back and farm hard. You need to beat very hard, which is not that easy, but once you build up to a certain power, you won't be doing this in the beginning. You will just no way that you're going to be able to do that. But over the course of time, you can wear it down, because when you fight enemies in a certain level, their health bar never regenerates. Like, so you can just keep wearing them now over the course of time. So don't feel too daunted that you can't do that. You have the normal shop, which pretty much, as you can see, like, I haven't spent anything on this game yet. I'm saying yet. I want to see how far I get before I am, like, literally forced. I'm right there. I'm almost forced now. I'm almost forced. Not yet. At rank 88, with how strong I am right now, I'm not forced yet. Which I'm just bowing, because that's such a great thing in this game. We have the collab get. Now all this is paid right here. This is actually really, really good. Like I said, this is where, like, you start to feel like, damn, I should do this. Like 11 gotcha. Now you saw before 100 Iris. Now if you go to purchase 100 Iris, it's only $8. So then you get an 11 gotcha for $8. Like, I'm like, I want to do it, but I'm trying to hold out. So then you also have this, which is pretty much like where you start to sell bond items, which are extras of a character. If you guys are used to the other types of games that allow you to do that, so you definitely want to go in and pay attention to this, because you can get items, especially if you sell bonded characters that are from cash shop stuff. Have your event exchange from older events. These are all the events that have been in the game right now. You can just basically go in and exchange older stuff. Oh, another thing that I forgot to say is that, whoops, you also have a gacha sometimes on these events, so we'll do that gacha right now. So I did not get anything cool, and as you can see, the percentage for what you're gonna get, it starts to go up. Specifically, you want to start getting your 3 stars, because the 3 stars have a chance to actually give you a 4-star character. It's pretty much the same as a 4-star ticket, so yeah. You want to just, they have the same chance as a 4-star ticket, rather. You definitely want to pay attention to that. And then you have special exchange, which is just stuff that you actually get. Now, these are important because you can actually level up your in-game characters with this, and you get it over the course of time from events. So you pretty much, like this event that we just got past, like we got 1 in 1, which is one of each of these, and then pretty much every 3 events, then you can level up a character. I used it on one of my characters already. That's how I got my Ultar up to 80, and I have to figure out, what special character on the assist side do I want to, that I know is absolutely positively going to stay there. It's probably, if I ever get the critical chick, it's probably going to be her, but we'll see. Alright, so we're gonna back out of that. And I think we covered everything right now that is of importance. Besides the gacha. The gacha is gonna be last. Now, in my opinion, like I said, this game is one of the better games out there, especially for a free-to-play player, especially for people who are fun and fans of anime. Like, you gotta play this if you're a fan of anime. It's one of those things that you can actually do and enjoy yourself and not feel too daunted. So we're gonna go to the gacha last. Gotcha. Now you see, in this particular event, we have 2 gachas. We have the gacha B and the gacha A. Now I went all the way up to the 8th try, in Gacha A, and I got triggered because I couldn't get the sword guy that I wanted, and I ended up getting Photo like a million times. I did get the Hestia, which I did want, but I'm like, oh god. Anyway, you also notice that you have the paid gacha right here, which is pretty much, it'll give you either Kino or Hermes right there. Like, it has a higher chance of that. And then you also have this gacha, which is kind of like the swimsuit one, which I kind of ignored all the hell. And we're back to Ungacha. Now, normally you would have other gachas here, which are according to tickets, and I don't have any tickets right now, so there's just nothing there for that. But you would have those. Now, personally, I am going after B because I either want that Kino right there, or I want T, or Tai, or T, whatever her name is, how you pronounce it. That's who I want. So that's what I'm gonna go after. And another 2 tries, actually, at the 4th one, I will get a guaranteed one of these 3, which I'm hoping to God it's not Hermes, because I got Hermes already. But we're gonna go in right now. And oh, one other thing. Props to the games. I gotta say this. Props to the games that actually show this stuff. That show you what's in here. That show you the rates. And the rates actually be the rates. Props to the games that do that. Because not every game does that. They be slick and they try to be cheesing and stuff like that. Props to the games that do that. I have to point that out. I will play and support any game that actually does that. I'm no longer supporting any game that don't show the rates anymore. If they don't show the rates, I don't do videos on it. That's just how I roll now with it. So let's roll with it. I have literally 16 days to somehow get Kino and T. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best, guys. So let's roll with it. See what happens, and this is where we're gonna end the video. Hopefully I get Rainbow. And this is the cutest summon thing ever. Alright, we got a Rainbow. But who is it? That spin she does is the cutest thing. Who is it? I got her. Good luck. This is good luck. Alright, so all I need is Kino now. I got her. I got her. This is good luck. YouTube luck. Y'all brought me luck. Everybody who's watching right now brought me luck for doing this review. Because I was so deflated from the last one that I was like, bruh, I'm just annoyed now. Okay. Alright, I got what? Alright, well that's Hermes. I got 2 though. Alright, so Hermes is a bonded character now. He's like trying to be up in my group now. Alright, so we still need Kino. It would have been nice if I got Kino though. So again, I'm so happy that this happened during the review video because look, I got 4 stars and the off chance, because remember it is the 1st, the 4th, the 7th, and the 10th where you get your guaranteed 4 stars, and this is the off try. This is the second try out of the 1 to 10. I did the first one already, and this is the second one. I did the first one in the video before this one, if you want to go back and watch that one. But this is the off try now, and I got 2 4 stars. And it usually kind of happens like this. The game is pretty given. So again, I'm happy that it happened. I'm happy it happened like that. I got T. I wish it was Kino because I can't stand Hermes, but you know, I'm not going to be mad about getting the bonded character on the 4th star in the banner. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this overall review because it was due. Sometimes I forget to do these to get people to understand, you know, whether you should play this game or not. And you should definitely play this game. 100% you should play this game. Like and subscribe, be legendary, hit that notification bell so you can be first notification squad. Get your free characters. Why not? Why? Look, completely 100% free. 100% free this account is, and balling. Peace.